Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification cast this side of East Yorkshire. And today we have got a 1 vs 1 on Battle Marshes. Playing on the northern side as the Death Guard, we've got Focus. And playing on the southern side as the Thousand Sons, we've got Yazoo55. Yazoo will be opening up with double Thrall Wizards, a Sorcerer Lord, Warp Gate, and a Rune Scrab Construct. Whereas Focus is going to go for triple Nergal Cultists, a extra Poxwalker Slave, and a Temple of Disease. He's also gone for the first of the Death Companies, which I think it's called Harbinger. Essentially, he'll be able to summon zombies if he so wishes, and his Nergal Lord also has access to, I think it's called Shamble Rot, where if he's within close proximity of anything, it should do damage to them. Whether that's just vehicles, whether that's just like infantry, I'm not sure whether that extends to buildings or vehicles. We will have to see. That might actually help him against the Sorcerer Lord. Sorcerer Lord's probably the biggest baddie when it comes to being not only a melee lord, but also just like a general, like a value lord. You know, I mean, he's costs basically the same as everyone else, I do believe. Yeah, not strangely or highly expensive, but he does a hell of a lot for what he's worth. So maybe that Shamble Rot will be able to help the Plague Lord go toe-to-toe with them. Now, we do know that the Nergal Cultists will be able to take on the Zinch Cultists. These guys are not only capping units, but also builder units. So straight up 1v1, now Cultists will be able to beat these guys around the block somewhat. So I imagine, yeah, just spreading out either side, putting a lot of pressure onto the Thousand Sons, as I imagine in the early game the Thousand Sons will have the advantage. Especially because he wants to double check as well in case there's any of those flying, manta ray, what are they called? Screamers, in case there's any Screamers. Because obviously Screamers can jump over this narrow bit in the middle, which the Death Guard don't really have anything maneuverable until Tier 2, and even then, their bot flies aren't exactly the most... I mean, the flying units, they're nimble, but, that's the only thing that they can even call slightly nimble on the Death Guard side. But the Sorcerer Lord is out, and he's going for a Daemon summoning. Going to be summoning Matt Damon, if you... Pardon me. I thought of that joke like a couple of casts ago, and I completely forgot to make that joke, but now I've remembered it. Oh, you lucky boys and girls. You're just so lucky how I'm a really funny caster, right? Yeah, he's going to be summoning things. He's also going to be throwing some blue balls all about. There's a fair bit of damage to a couple of these models. And they're going to run this way into a blooming corner there. Not sure why they're going this way, as they will be cornered by these Rubric Marines. Are going to get there. Yeah, they've got the Dark Library, so the Aspiring Sorcerer will be available for them. Down over onto this side, we are seeing Nergal Cultists. They are spread out a bit, so I imagine... Yeah, that's because the Thrall Wizards... Well, they don't do much damage, they do a hell of a lot of knockback. So getting them in close combat is actually quite hard, all things considered. The Marine's going to fire away. Their accuracy is going to be quite low until they get their Aspiring Champion out. Oh, they're going to be talking again. The old chuntering of the Rubric Marines. We'll go see what's going on over here. It's got a Plague Marine squad coming over. These guys are nice and chill. They don't talk too much. They're just keen on blowing things up with their bolters. Amazing stuff. To get the cap on the relic, Thrall Wizards won't be able to get that decap, I imagine. But over on this side, the Thousand Sons have got this one, so it all works out in the end. Lesser Zinch spawn, a bright red one comes over. And we'll be taking on this listing post. It seems like it's just a bit of Death Guard going right, Thousand Sons going left, Plague Lord able to take a lot on the chin, although it probably needs... Ah, there we go, the boy's going to come over. So it's just, it's a case of tit for tat, that's all this is. Got Fecklet Normal, which, oh, where are you going, young man? That was quite the punt, shall we say. Not bad at all, though. Yeah, it's good. I would not expect Nergal Cultists to be so buoyant, is that the word? No, never mind. This Lesser Zinch spawn could just... it's like, oh, what's his face? That basketball player, Kirby. That's what he is. There we go. Same fate as Kirby as well. God rest his mortal soul. Back to the warp with you. No, not Kirby. Kirby did not go back to the warp. He's gone to heaven, where all good boys go. I assume. Is he dead? I don't know. Either way, Silver Spire. Been shot at, all slapped around by the Plague Lord. We do have the listing post over here. Spewing foul filth all over these Rubric Marines. More blue balls being thrown around. But the Cultists are actually standing up. Not well. They're not going to win this on their own. They're standing up a lot longer than I originally anticipated. Sending some of these boys back to the Shadow Realm in quite a literal fashion. Feckle and Elmal now also joining these guys over here. That's a lot of Rubik Marines, but not exactly killing that Plague Lord anytime soon. I mean, the Plague Lord doesn't seem to be killing these guys anytime soon neither. Such is the way of things. Continuous ending and beginning. Re-beginning, that's definitely a word. Another Neculent Fall Bolt. Neculent Null Bolt, that's over there as well. Rubik Marine still cracking on. Moving out of range of all that stuff. Listing Post has gone down as the Poxwalker Slave gets thrown around like a rag doll. But it does seem that the Plague Marines are inside the base a little bit quicker. Oh no, never mind, no they're not, because you've already got 2 posts. These guys have only taken down 1. Never mind me, they were a lot slower then. But there are some Rubesgrad constructs as well as Silver Spires for them to focus on. They're going to turn their attention to these Rubik Marines first and foremost, by the looks of things. And here is a Assault Plague Marine squad. Double knives for extra stabbies. Also going to see the Poxwalker Slave come over and see if they can finish building up this listing post. Sauce Lord decides to de-weed the garden, pulling the tree up by its roots and summon down another Lesser Zinch spawn. Gotta watch out for not back on this kid apparently. Can he knock it? Yeah, he can. Jesus, good lord. Be still, Lesser Zinch spawn. That's just a ridiculous kickback. He's like blooming Michael Owen. He's a footballer, isn't he? Oh, right over the edge. Oh, who was that? Hernandez from the sport. Haha. My goodness, I know loads of sport people. Kimbo Slice. Britney Spears. Look there. Just a whole roster of sporting athletes going on in my cranium at the moment. Feckle Nalmal will be rebuilt. Poxwalker Slave seems to be avoiding all the damage incoming from the Foul Wizards, but will be bashed around. Significant encounter going on down over onto this side as the Plague Lord shimmy and shakes towards them. Now, can the Plague Lord be knocked back in such a manner? No, he seems to be alive as the Lesser Zinch spawn goes down. Push on, boys, push on. After all, there's nowhere for them to run. Are the Plague Marines a little bit quicker than these guys? I'm not entirely sure. It's very close. If you were to watch a marathon between a Rubik Marine and a Plague Marine, it'd be a very stationary affair, but it does seem by the combination of... Oh, did you teleport over here as well? Nice. Yeah, it does seem that the combination of sorcery and all this stuff... Rubik Marines were coming in clutch then, but now we are seeing the Plague Zombies rocking on in. Relatively cheap, all things considered. Come out with 7 models. They can't reinforce themselves, but the more damage they do, the harder they are to kill. So the longer they're alive, the more they're active, the more of a pain they're going to be. And that's at least keeping these Rubik Marines on their feet. And they're actually remarkably quick for zombies as well. But chasing them around, the Plague Marines are going to fall back. Cons have been knocked down by all this. They're also trying to get away from that Silver Spire. You know what, I'm also going to get away from those guys talking. Just for a brief moment. Plague Lord has gone down in that engagement. Not seeing tier 2s or anything like that at the moment. Although, no, never mind me. We're seeing tier 2 for Yazoo down over on this side. But, I mean, it just seems like that both players have swapped the bases around. That's the Plague Zombies being smited. Oh, well, there are 2 squads being spawned down here. Oh no, I think after a while, I mean, they do so much damage and some return, maybe? Could be. Could have sworn one of them got back up. Maybe I'm going mental. Maybe I am a Plague Zombie. Maybe that's the takeaway from this. But another engagement. It's happening all over again. Oh, the bait. They've baited out the Lesser Zinch spawn. So now that that's been spawned, they can basically kill that and then know that that's off cooldown for quite some time. Ooh, very sneaky, Mr. Focus. No good stuff here though, they won't survive. There's no saving them. They've got a decap over here, so that's something. So the relic is being denied for a brief amount of time. Current economy is at 85 and 20 compared to 92 and 36. We're seeing the Cult Forge on the way. And also Warp Blessed War Gear. So that will let these guys get their weapons. Or will just increase their overall damage. I assume it's either damage or something like that. Something crazy like that, I imagine. And they are going for Inferno Bolt Ammunition, which helps them kill the infantries. Shots been fired. Plague Lord meeting the Sorcerer Lord out in the open. It's not where he wants to be, although grenades have been thrown in. But yeah, lots of grenades. These guys do not want to stand in that plague stuff any length of time. Giving them the old crotch rot. The listening shrine, also the Silver Spire, focusing directly on that Plague Lord. Very unfortunate for him. Trying to rejoin that squad to avoid death. As you might potentially avoid death. So he does it. Plague Marines over here though, struggling a bit. And down on this side we are seeing the Turret Demon now just within range of this Crucible Sorcery. If left to its own device, it will eventually kill it. Slowly and surely, catchy monkey. Feckle and all ball spawning over here. And what are we seeing? We are seeing a Malignant Plague Caster. So a bit of smelly spells. Smells maybe. God, just zingers today, man. Pure zingers. Yeah, we've got blue stuff coming over here. We've got green stuff going in over there. Absolute pandemonium. Is that an AoE attack as well? Like your just general normal attack? Yes, till you still draw breath. We get it. Thousand Sun Man, we get it. In fact, do they speak less of him on the Death Guard side? Probably not, but it's worth a try. See some more Plague Zombies. Look at that, only 220, and you get like 6. Remarkable value, all things considered. But I could do with upgrading some more of these listening posts, young man. That would certainly help you quite a lot. But there's Plague Zombies. In fact, going to go for 2 squads. First squad all the way. Now, if you're ever in an engagement like this, where you want to use a squad to maybe get them out of the way, I mean, what's your... Yeah, so always spawn them around the back of these units, because then that way it's got more... You know, they've got to run away more to, you know, do whatever. That's what I suggest anyway. I could be wrong. I could always be wrong. But I don't think I am. Be confident in your answer, Mr. Landshark. Believe in yourself. Yes, okay, I will. Fine. Hellblade coming in. But to avoid any of those Plague Zombies, these guys now get a Benny Hill out of there with their new spells. I imagine you've got some sort of upgrade from the bloody Dark Library. This, we're going to see more Turret Demons taking on the Crucible of Sorcery. So these Faustons can stay here all day long, and that is totally fine. Plague Marines don't mind that whatsoever, because they know that they'll gradually win over a long period of time. Hellblade there. Can't have that. Not on his front garden. He needs to come over and start sorting these guys out, but there is a Turret Demon with a las cannon. How much damage is done to you per shot? Are you regenerating health? Oh no, oh, hold on, wait a minute. Is that a Fecund normal within the Crucible of Sorcery? It is! It is a Fecund normal within the Crucible of Sorcery. How? How have you gone through the front door? They've blocked it up. You can't enter. But there are trees, there are branches gesticulating from the top. What a peculiar scene. What a peculiar scene indeed. Foxrock Slavey gets crumped. And the Rubric Marines have came back home to just watch this unusual sight of the Hellblades bombing their own Crucible. But the tree has gone down. This Silver Spire is about to go down as well, so the map has reset. Although sadly, Focus has built down a gift repository over on this side, looking to get those putrid missiles before he loses his building. Might not get it, though. That'll be a real shame for him. Considering that realistically these guys have only lost a Silver Spire, but Focus about to lose more than just one thing. Doesn't get that research. Cancels it. Now he's also going to lose this listing post as well. These Hellblades are able to react to it a lot quicker than the infantry of Focus at the moment. So Focus should really start focusing, on the Silver Spire over here. Just so that, again, get that equal kind of map stuff. But no, upgrading these thingamadoodads listing posts. How are you doing, Mr. Yep, you've got all your upgrades for your doofy-doodads. With the exception of your relic. Yeah, there's no upgrade on your relic. Got more plague things in your infection point. Squad capacity increase, plague havocs on the way as well. Already got one squad of plague havocs. And there we go. Rebuilt your gift repository. Now researching those putrid missiles. Gonna wait for these guys to come along. Now, the Hellblades will be able to avoid all kinds of fights ongoing, so realistically now what you want with your double putrid blooming plague havoc squaddy madoodads is... Oh, quite like that. Ah, yeah. Yeah, keeping your relic from being decapped by summoning in the plague. I like that, that's good. Also, resisting the damage from these Hellblades quite nicely as well. What was I saying? Yes, Havocs inside a Bloated Rhino. Combine those two things together, you've got a mobile strike force. Get the putrid missiles as well. You've basically got two squads that can kill anything. And then when they're in a situation where they can't kill something, because either there's too many of them, or it's too high tier, well then just bees them out of there from the Bloated Rhino. May have been thrown down. God, I hate these trees. Look at that. It's like we're there. Right. Lesser Zinch spawn. Now you're a different colour. But can you still kick just as hard as the other one? It doesn't seem like it. There's something about the red Lesser Zinch spawns that make them kick like a mule. Maybe. Well, Plague Marines really struggling through all this, what's it called? Yeah, all this Inferno bolt ammunition. They're exploding. And the Plague Lord is about to go down as well. Yeah, the combination of the Chosen and all the other squiggly bits coming into close combat, preventing them from really returning fire, giving the Rubik Marines space to just wail down over onto these guys. But they're still holding. They've got some models. I just can't bloody tell because of these infernal trees. What an inconvenience. You know what, sod the environment, I don't like it. Turn it all into a car park, that's what I say. But yeah, there's Plague Marines there. What's going on over here? There is Listing Post. Being defended by more zombies. The Plague Marines, well, the Plague Havoc, sorry, are now reassessing themselves on this side. So those Sons will need to do the same, and they look like they're going to do exactly the same. What a back and forth situation we've got going on with this capturing of strategic points. We also have got, the Hellblades, they have not been taken out, they've just been left to their own devices. Yeah, the maneuverability of these Hellblades is really kicking them in. And now we've got Focus with an excess of green money, not being able to spend it. Although, in saying that, he is inside the Crucible of Sorcery. Yazoo going for that tier 3, but instead going to cancel it and build more Thrall Wizards for repairing. Can he repair it in time, though? That's the question. No, sadly, it's gone down. Do you have any more Thrall Wizards? Yep, wrong button. You do. It's over here. And you've potentially got the money for one. Are you just going to rebuild your base in this little corner? In the Cape Horn. That being said, though, double Plague Havocs will take a while to cut through all this. But these guys, I can't imagine will take too long to cut through all of this. They've only got 2 production buildings. And not much to defend it with. I'd commit by now. I mean, they've got, although in saying that, even if they do commit, they won't win because there's that Crucible Sorcery over there. So as you know, they need to come back Malignant Plaguecaster is back over. Chosen come forth. Infection point. Bringing out more zombies. You know, it's weird. For the first, like... Well, for almost a year and a bit of playing the most recent patch of Unification, we didn't see any zombies whatsoever on the channel. I know recently, in the past month or so, I've seen a couple. Just interesting, that. I like that. The meta is always evolving. The meta is always evolving. But the Plague Havocs are always a staple in the Death Guard roster. They're throwing some missiles over on this way, but it's a very desperate situation now. Infection point is being whittled down. Well, the Bane Pit's being built over here. Yeah, see, if you had that Rhino, if you had those Rhinos, you'd have been able to bring them back a lot sooner. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to do much, considering they would have been massively outnumbered. But even, like, keeping up these Hellblades, making sure that every nook and cranny of the base was defended, that would have been a lot easier. But that wasn't the case. That was not the case. Plague zombies are still knocking around there. Can't really... In fact, can you afford stuff? Yeah, you're just basically going to be buying... I don't know. Nurgle Dreadnought. I don't know. I mean, the Dreadnought will be able to sort this out. Won't be able to sort this out. Unless, of course, he's still got... Oh, no, he's still got a Plague Havoc squad. But do you have both of them still? You still have both of them. So actually, yeah, okay, fair play. Dreadnought comes in, smashes these boys over, and then the Plague Havocs are then free to turn around and blow these people up. But, I mean, actually, and even their economy isn't that amazing. Thousand Suns are still not doing a great deal of stuff with their money. And their Crucible does take an absolute age and a half to build. The infection point won't be alive for much longer. Then the Hellblades have got free roam, to basically go off on their own. They now know for definite that they'll rebuild something else, and they know exactly where it is, I imagine. River Marines beating down the last of the Death Guard, managing to endure the unendurable, the redoubtable, the whatever phrase you want to use. Nurgle Dreadnought comes forward. What a sexy model. I'll give him a high five while you're there. The old pimp hand. But no mass, no pass from Mr. Dreadnought, man. Focus. That's a GG. What an exciting match that was. I quite like that. I mean, normally this map is basically split up down the middle here, but no, it was split down over on this side. Can we stop the engine for 5 seconds? Nope, the engine is on there forever. But yes, lots of back and forth and stuff. Many engagements going on down here. Some stalwart defense from both the Death Guard and the Thousand Sun when going around here. And that Lesser Zinch spawn. Amazing stuff. Amazing sportsmanship from that guy. But yeah, just not enough maneuverability from the northern side. Not really countering these Hellblades with those Havocs in an appropriate manner and stuff. But hey, we live, we learn, we grow. That is the Nurgle way and stuff. So if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you one extra game a week, and there is also a Discord, where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. As for Mr. Landshark, pleasure as always, never short, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace.